basically was I had tried to make a film it's around 22, 23. I said, well, you know what? I'm going to make a film.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right? And I'm going to make, I had actually met a few different directors by saying I was going to write a book and wanted to interview them. All right? And so I ended up like talking to them, and they all said that they had made their first films by the time they were 30, or around 30 years old was when they made their first film. So I thought, well, okay, well, I'm going to beat that. I'm going to make my first film by the time I'm 26. And that was my thing. All right, 26. So I started making this movie. I came up with the idea for a short film that I was going to shoot. I was going to shoot it on Super 8. Then I ended up getting somebody's 16mm camera. I was going to shoot it that way. And then I shot on it for like about a couple of weekends. And thought, well, hell, film's kind of cheap and everything like that. Why don't I just shoot it like a feature? And this was before She's Gotta Have It. All right, it was like after Stranger Than Paradise, but before She's Gotta Have It. And so I just started shooting it that way. And I'm going to make a feature. I'm going to make a 16mm feature, black and white, and it'll be cool. So I ended up working for like 3 years on this movie, and this was going to be my feature, and I was like, and was financing it from working at a video store. So what means was like I would like get like $200 or so, and then we'd go off and shoot for the weekend, and then we'd run out of money, and then I would like go back to work again, and then like eventually I would just keep piecing it together. And what you would do is when you'd rent equipment from a rental house, if you rent it on Friday, you have it all weekend. It's kind of this one-day rental, and you have to return it Monday morning. So you would just burn your, I mean, you would just like get old before your time trying to like, shoot all weekend long and give the stuff back. I had so little money that I couldn't even process this footage, all right, that I was getting. That's way too expensive, all right? So eventually, I ended up, after like about 3 years, I ended up like starting processing some of the footage and starting seeing exactly what I had. And guess what?
What?
I did not have at all what I thought I had. All right, it was.
How was it different?
It was amateurish.
Yeah.
It was really, and not in a charming way either.
And, it had no charm.
And no charm at all. All right, and the thing is,
no one said, "Isn't that cute?"
No. It wasn't like that. Now, there were good things about it. All right, I mean, you could tell I made it.
Yeah.
People who knew me could look at, well, that's a Quentin movie.
That.
Yeah, that has my spirit.
You've had that from
my
day one, then.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, it was like this was going to be the thing that like set me up. Yeah. All right, and I'd worked 3 years on it, and I was able to look at it in a realistic way after being horribly depressed for a little bit, but only a short little bit. Was the fact that, well, this was my film school. All right, and this was the best film school a person could possibly have. I mean, I actually, instead of like going to school and paying a ton of money to be allowed to use some of their crappy equipment, all right, I actually went out and actually tried to make a feature film. All right, now I failed. It was guitar picks when I was finished. But when I looked at the footage, now all the stuff I did the first year, which was all the story stuff, all right, sucked. All right, but the stuff that I did like the last couple of months, that wasn't so bad. Yeah.